Hello everyone, welcome to Karma Education. This channel has a target to cover the whole syllabus of UGC NET education subject paper 2 only. We have started with unit 2 and it is now completed with topic wise explanation. Now in this video I am Konkona Pal going to discuss about questions which was asked from unit 2 only on November 2020, means last UGC NET examination till now. Let's start. I am trying to explain each question according to me. First of all, we know that in competitive exams, two types of questions are generally asked. One is direct questions and another one is conceptual questions. Some conceptual questions are asked either from a particular unit or from combining two units. For example, this question is basically conceptual question and it is also a combined question. Combined question means two units are combined in this question. Now I am reading the question that which of the following mentioned inclusive education as to integrate the handicapped with general community at all levels as equal partners, to prepare them for normal growth and enable them to face life with courage and confidence. And the options are World Declaration on Education for All 1990, Rehabilitation Council of India Act 1992, National Policy of Education 1986, and Scheme of Integrated Education for Disabled Children 1974. Now the entire question is asked from Unit 10, that is Inclusive Education. Despite option C, that is National Policy of Education 1986, this topic is from Unit 2. That's why I have added this question as from Unit 2. The correct option is option C, that is National Policy of Education 1986. This is a conceptual question and it is asked by combining two units, as I told you. Now come to the point that why the answer is National Policy of Education 1986. A detailed study of NPE 1986 on inclusive education is needed. Inclusive education, what is inclusive education? You should have clear idea about this what is inclusive education, as well as you should have clear idea also about NPE 1986 on inclusive education. Means NPE 1986, what is the objectives, what is the recommendations of NPE 1986 on inclusive education. This is the main point of the question. Among the various objectives, one objective of NPE 1986 was to integrate the physically and mentally handicapped with general community as equal partners, to prepare them for normal growth and to enable them to face life with courage and confidence. It was a quotation which was taken from the objectives of NPE 1986, right? I have added a link of NPE 1986 on inclusive education. Please visit the site, which will be helpful to you, I think. Now come to the other options, that why other options are wrong for this question. First option is World Declaration on Education for All 1990. According to World Declaration on Education for All 1990, every person, child, youth and adult shall be able to benefit from educational opportunities designed to meet their basic learning needs. So clearly it is not directly related with any integration of handicapped with general community. So generally it is going to be wrong for this answer. Next option is Rehabilitation Council of India 1992. It was to regulate and monitor services given to persons with disability. So, and to standardize syllabus, etc. So, it is also not related with the following question. And last option, that is the Scheme of Integrated Education for Disabled Children 1974. This concept is just previous concept of National Policy on Education 1986. Means initially the concept to provide educational opportunities for children with mild and moderate disabilities in general schools was started with the Scheme of Integrated Education for Disabled Children 1974. Right. So this is the procedure by which you should solve each and every questions, that what is the correct answer among the options and why the other options are not correct. In this way you should solve all the questions, or you can say all the previous year questions. Next question is direct question which is asked from subunit A of unit 2. The question is, the right to free and compulsory education at primary education level is ensured by the Constitution of India through option A, Article 45 of Directive Principles, option B, Article 21B 2002, option C, Article 21A 2009, and option D, Article 21A 2002. Option A is Article 45 of Directive Principles. Directive Principles of the State Policy in Article 45 under Part 4 of the Constitution states that the state shall endeavour to provide free and compulsory education for all children until they complete the age of 14 years. So, it should be the right option, correct option, right? But it is not. Option D is Article 21A 2002. According to Article 21A, grants the right to free and compulsory education to all the children aged 6 to 14 years in a manner as the state may by law determine. It was inserted by the 86th Amendment in December 2002. So, the question was asked mainly about the concept of directive principles and fundamental right. Either if you have the clear idea about what is directive principles and what is the fundamental right, then you will definitely give the correct answer very easily. Directive principles of the state policy aim to create social and economic conditions under which the citizens can lead a good life. It just offers welfare to state. But fundamental rights are a set of rights that are recognized under the laws of a country to protect their citizens. The question is asked as right. The first word of the question is the right to free and compulsory education, right? So, definitely the answer will be the option D, that is Article 21A 2002 as fundamental right. Now, question number 3. Establishment of diets, 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 was a result of one of the recommendations of Education Commission 1966, University Education Commission 1948 to 49, Secondary Education Commission 1952-53, and National Policy of Education 1986. It is another direct question asked from Subunit A of Unit 2. Diet was one of the important recommendations of National Policy of Education 1986. You need to study all the committees and commissions by comparing recommendations of them within a single chart. Now question number 4. The recommendation to reduce the burden of school bags was given by Yashpal Committee, National Commission for Women, Ramamurthy Committee, National Education Policy 1986. It is very common question from Yashpal Committee, as Yashpal Committee is also known as Learning Without Burden. But why? Because the committee titled its report as Learning Without Burden. So simply the answer will be Yashpal Committee. Yashpal Committee recommendation to reduce the burden of school bags was given by Yashpal Committee. Means option A will be the right option. Now the next question, that is come from NCEP 2005. NCEP 2005 is very important topic. The question is, according to NCEP 2005, the salient guiding principles of curriculum development include connecting knowledge to life outside the school, ensuring that the learning shifts away from rote methods, enriching curriculum beyond textbooks, interfacing with medical model of disability, focusing on the dominant culture. So these are some principles which are added in the questions. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. This is also another direct question, you can say, because these are some objectives which are added as options of the question. First, 3 options are prominently taken from objectives of NCEP 2005. You should study very carefully NCEP 2005. Each and every term of these NCEP National Curriculum Framework 2005 is very important. If you want, you can visit my explanation of NCEP 2005. I think it will be helpful to you. Here the correct option will be option D, means option 1, 2 and 3, where connecting knowledge to life outside the school, it is very important objective of NCEP 2005. Then ensuring that the learning shifts away from rote methods, and the third one is enriching curriculum beyond textbooks. So these are some objectives, or you can say the principles of curriculum development which were narrated in National Curriculum Framework 2005. The next question, again from NCEP 2005. Which of the following shifts have been suggested by NCEP 2005 for teachers? Option 1, knowledge dispersed to knowledge owned. Then disciplinary to multidisciplinary focus, learners autonomy to teacher directions, teacher centric to learner centric designs, from 4 walls of classrooms to surroundings and outside the classroom. So according to NCEP 2005, some systematic reforms were needed. Some among these reforms, 3 reforms are directly taken as options. These are disciplinary to multidisciplinary focus, paradigm shifts from teacher-centric to learner-centric design, and shifts from 4 walls of classrooms to surroundings and outside the classroom. So option B means 2, 4 and 5, means disciplinary to multidisciplinary focus, teacher-centric to learner-centric design, and from 4 walls of classrooms to surroundings and outside the classroom will be the correct option over here. Now the question is from budget. This question is asked from the topic budget. While preparing a budget, which of the following points are considered to be mandatory? Very simple question. Revenue, objectives of the institution, expenditure, community involvement, and teacher salary. We know that budget is an estimation of probable income or revenue and expense for a program over a specified future period of time. So from the definition itself, we can easily give the answer of this question that budget must include revenue. First of all, it is very much needed thing. Then of course the objectives of the particular program for which we are budgeting, right? And expenditure. No need of community involvement is required and teacher salary can be included in expenditure. So option B will be the correct option for these questions. So in this video I have tried to explain all the questions of unit 2 only of November 2020 UGC NET examination. Hopefully this unit wise explanation as well as question answer discussion of particular unit will be helpful to you. In the next video I will discuss the questions of unit 2 only of December and June of 2019. So remain connected. Thank you.